Welcome to UT Tyler Convocation 2025. Please welcome to the stage President Julie Philly.
Good morning. Thank you so much. I'm so glad to see each and every one of you. Good morning. I am so glad that we had this summer to rest, and hopefully many of you had a chance to recharge. But I'm also happy to come together to start the new year as we prepared with each other for another academic year. I know the students were moving in yesterday, and it's just so great to be with you this morning as we get started. As we begin, I do want to take a minute to thank a few folks. And I'm going to start by thanking our outgoing presidents of the Faculty and Staff Senate and Student Government Association, Dr. Josh Banta, Steve Myers, and Allison Schwartz. And I just wanted to say just a couple of sentences about each one of these people. First of all, I want to tell you what a delight it has been to work with Dr. Banta. Dr. Banta made campus accessibility one of his top priorities, and as a result of his efforts, we actually have plans for better signage on campus. We've launched a campus-wide map, which we'll talk about more in a minute, and then we're also working on ways that we can facilitate transportation around the campus, and this would not have been possible without his support, amongst many other things. And Steve Myers, what can I say? Reasonable, knowledgeable, truly cares about making sure that the staff members are heard. And while I know that we didn't provide everything that people wanted to this year, I feel like he really advocated for staff and his efforts have paid off. We're going to be working to prove ways to celebrate our staff in the upcoming year, and I want to thank Steve. And finally, Allison Schwartz, who's not with us today. Allison was one of our Star Patriot athletes and a star student. And Allie loves UT Tyler. She's gone on to actually get an advanced degree in Dallas. And she was a big help to me this year and to our campus, and I'm going to miss her very much, but I look forward to keeping in touch with her. But you know, the circle of life continues. It's a new year, and so we have a new team. I want to thank our incoming Staff Senate President, Robert Smith, who's here with us today. Many of you know Robert. Robert's over our Greek life, and it's growing. I hope we can have a lot of fun with them this year. And also the president of our Student Government Association, President Victoria Okafor. I've met with both Robert and Victoria already, and I look forward to prioritizing things that are important to them and to this campus in the new year. And glaringly missing is our Faculty Senate President, but this has dissolved in compliance with Senate Bill 37 this year. We'll be looking forward to having guidance from UT System in the upcoming months, but please know that faculty, staff, and student representation is an integral part of our university. It's a part of our culture. We cannot run this without each other, and we will be seeking input, and we will have more to share on this later. Also, before we get started, I do want to thank the people that have put this program together for us today and all the people that work behind the scenes at UT Tyler, from sound to lighting to marketing to catering to setting up the food. I want to give them a round of applause because so many people make this work. Thank you, Jeff, Jonathan, Beverly, and many, many others. Well, we've concluded another extremely productive academic year, and we're looking forward to starting a new one this year. Let's take a minute and watch a video to talk about some of the exciting things we've accomplished this year. I don't know, how do you choose one memory from the past year? I don't know. You may think, how are we going to top some of those things? But I really think this is going to be one of the best years yet. In the 14 months since I began as the president here, I've had the privilege of witnessing firsthand the incredible work that is being done across this university. And I want you to know that what you say matters. Your input, the experiences, and the feedback that you've given us has been invaluable. And they directly have informed the development of our refreshed strategic plan, which, as you know, outlines 3 very simple priorities. And for those that are new in the room, I hope that these are easy for you to remember because they're at the heart of everything we do. The first thing is all about students. It's about student success. And our purpose every day is to ensure that every student has a chance to succeed. And I know that student success can be measured in a lot of ways, and we are measuring those, and we're going to be measuring more. But really, at the heart of it, what I hope that every student that comes to us, I hope that every student has a personalized experience and that they're able, because of that experience, to dream bigger and accomplish more and leave UT Tyler with new possibilities. The second pillar is teaching excellence, and we've chosen this pillar with intention because classroom learning is still alive and it is desperately needed in 2025 and beyond. I also want to tell you that I do believe that instructional excellence has been at the heart of UT Tyler for many years. But it is time that we define it, and it is time to celebrate it. And a task force has been assembled under the Office of the Provost to do just that. And finally, the third pillar is living a life of service. We must uphold our role as a trusted long-term partner in East Texas. People should be able to count on us. We should be a source of knowledge, a source of strength. But I'm here to tell you, for many people out there, we are really, truly a bridge over troubled water. And simply put, we just have to take care of them. And I do believe if we can live up to these 3 priorities and keep this at the heart of everything that we do, that everything is going to be right in the long run for us. And because we have a clear plan, I think momentum is now on our side. I see it happening across the university. I can feel it. I wake up every day. I'm happy to come to work. We cannot take our foot off of the gas. It's time to speed up, not slow down. This year we're going to do a whole lot of things. I'm going to highlight just a few of them for you. If you feel like you're left out, you are not. Everything that we do is important. And why do I know it? Because we are working hard to focus on what is important. And so we're going to continue to do that. But as we think about what you're going to see from us this year, and as we think about our strategic plan, and as we know that students are at the heart of everything we do, we're going to take care of our most precious asset, and that is our students. We must put them first, and so according to our first pillar, we will be working together to enhance the student experience. Student advising, support services, mental health services, but also just to enhance the overall student experience in terms of engagement. We have a great team. We're going to continue to invest in that team to engage with our students, our campus community, consultants, and other stakeholders to enhance our offerings. Also, as a part of student experience, athletics is a part of the vibrant part of this culture and on this campus. And I'm very excited to see what our new athletic director, Dr. Sam Ferguson, is going to do with our wonderful members of our athletic department team. And I think they have a lot in store for us this season. In addition, our School of Performing Arts under Dr. Sarah Roberts has made a huge difference, and we continue to grow. Welcoming our new band director, our new director of bands, Alexander Scott, is just one example of how we plan to continue to invest in our university. You're going to see more from us. It is true that other parts of the nation are experiencing decrease in enrollment trends in higher education. But with the help of our enrollment office, including David Barron and the team, and together with all of you in this room, we are going to see record high enrollment for freshmen this year and global enrollment at UT Tyler. I remember when we were excited to get to 10,000 students. That was just last year. And while numbers won't be finalized until after the 10th census day, our admissions team is confident that we'll land at more than 11,000 students. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. But I do want to tell you something as we grow. And you're going to hear this again from me, and I want to make it clear. We are going to value excellence over enrollment. I want to say it one more time. We're going to value excellence over enrollment. When we are excellent, enrollment's going to follow. When we treat people like we'd want to be treated, they're going to want to come. It's just so great when we can do both. Thank you. You're also going to see us focus on education, and what do I mean by that? We are going to focus on teacher education this year. I cannot think of a more important time in the history of this country to celebrate and acknowledge that classroom teachers shape not just our educational system, but our entire state and the United States of America. And I also we acknowledge as a group that this is hard work and that programs in education have been declining amongst our peers. But I believe our program is too good to let the numbers slide and too important to our state not to put a stake in the ground that UT Tyler wants to be the premier place for teacher training in the state. And this will be a focus, and you will hear more about this from us. Thank you. But our College of Education is also with something that is vitally important, and that's psychology. Mental health will remain a high priority for UT Tyler and for everything that we do. We need to train more, not less, counselors, psychologists, and psychiatrists, and we have major plans for expansion of both of our North Campus and this academic campus. You'll hear more about this. This is a focus. We also plan to implement new degrees in response to regional needs. These and more to come in the future align with our focus on serving the workforce and healthcare needs of East Texas. And to be clear, if the region needs it, we need to grow and we need to expand. And as you just read this list to yourself, I hope you can look at it and say, wow, those are some big degree plans. How are they going to get it done so quickly? But you're looking at a team amongst yourselves that started a medical school during the COVID pandemic, started a CRNA program in a matter of minutes, and they're standing up programs of high quality and high excellence because people need us right now, not in 5 years, not in a decade. They need us today, and that's why we have to keep the foot on the gas. We also need to continue to strengthen our partnerships. We cannot and should not do any of this alone. We're working with school districts all over the region. We're partnering with our community colleges for easier transfer of students, pathways, and joint programs. We're offering other full university bridges to enter into our medical school, our pharmacy school, our PhD in higher education, HRD, the list goes on, and you can see where I'm headed with this. But we're also focused on other offerings for our community. And speaking of that, I want to talk about the Cowan Center, which you're in, 2,000 seats, largest venue in East Texas. Programming for the Cowan has expanded by 40% in the upcoming season, including partnerships and external organizations to host regional music competitions and programming. We've said from the beginning, we want this center to be a community resource, and we want to bring things people didn't think possible to East Texas. And I do want to thank Jeff Noblet for all of his incredible work during the past year for making the Cowan what it is, including the rebranding and bringing some top performers. We will also be welcoming a new executive director of the Cowan in September. And I hope that you'll look at the season and take advantage of the employee discount to enjoy this with yourselves, your friends, and your family. Another area of focus for the university is to be an even more welcoming and accessible physical environment for our students, community, and for our visitors. We want this place to be easy to navigate and welcoming, and we're not there yet, but we are going to be getting warmer during the next year, and certainly by the end of 27. Earlier this year, as mentioned in the video very quickly, we launched a new online interactive campus map, and it has a mobile-friendly feature and wayfinding for all of our campuses, Longview, Palestine, North Campus here, Houston. It's linked from our university website, so it's easy to find. And we've also unveiled a new university virtual tour that highlights 20 stops across the university for prospective students, families, employees, members of the community, so that they can learn about UT Tyler and our beautiful campuses, and that is also linked off of the homepage. Both of these projects were completed with significant feedback and collaboration from many of you, from our faculty, staff, and students, and I want to please check these out, and please share these with people that are new to the UT Tyler family. As we look to our year ahead, I'm thrilled to introduce Provost Barbara Haas to share her vision for the heart of our academic enterprise and one of our 3 strategic pillars, teaching excellence. Of course, Dr. Haas is no stranger to UT Tyler or raising the bar. Through her leadership as Dean of the School of Nursing, there was growth in every aspect of the school. It's now celebrating its 50th anniversary. It's bigger and it's better than it's ever been, with excellent student outcomes, faculty scholarship, and impact across East Texas. Please help me welcome Dr. Haas.
Thank you, Dr. Philly, and thank you for the warm welcome. Good morning, and welcome to the new academic year. I am truly honored for the opportunity to serve as your provost. I can see that one of my first tasks will be a new headshot. I think I'll keep working on that. Clearly, I do not take myself seriously, but I do take my work very seriously. Throughout my time in the School of Nursing, I've held a non-tenured position, and I've been through the tenure and promotion process. I've held leadership positions as a program director, chair, dean, and faculty senate president. These experiences, coupled with insights from key administrators, deans, and faculty and staff leaders, have already stimulated ideas about how we will move forward. Before that happens, I'm eager to learn more about what you're passionate about, what energizes you in your work, and where you may be experiencing challenges. Those of you familiar with the School of Nursing know that we've had a shared governance model in place for many years. It's essential to me that your voices are heard and valued. In keeping with that philosophy, a Teaching Excellence Task Force that includes representatives from every college has been appointed to help us determine what teaching excellence looks like at UT Tyler. We have also posted a new position for an Associate Provost for Faculty Affairs. Our goal is to provide the resources and infrastructure you need to thrive and perform at your highest level. Please know that while some aspects of our structure may evolve, one thing remains unchanged. Open and ongoing communication with faculty and staff is fundamental to our success. Many of you know that I also subscribe to a strengths-based model and firmly believe that every person in this institution, regardless of your role, is integral to achieving our mission. We are in this together, and our success depends on mutual support and collaboration. I look forward to working with you to empower faculty excellence, support student success, and engage with our stakeholders, both internal and external. Here's to an amazing year ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Barbara. I can't wait to work with you, and I know that continue to work with you, and I know that we're also grateful for your words today. I also want to take a minute to thank Dr. Amir Mimran for his service as provost over the past decade. What a friend and mentor to me in so many ways. And I also want to thank him for taking on the very important role of Dean of the Graduate School and Chief Research Officer for the university. We introduced the Campus Master Plan in conjunction with the Strategic Plan Refresh, and the priorities are the student experience and building a residential campus. This map is a little bit busy. We may refine it a bit, but I wanted to go through it. These are the initiatives planned for summer of 2026 through spring of 27. And it may sound like a long time, but we have to start yesterday planning for these things, meeting in teams and working through things so that we can accomplish these goals. On the south side of the campus, we're prioritizing improving the campus entrance. That's the area you see outlined in yellow at the bottom. We're absolutely planning to connect the campus with neighboring retail and food options along University Boulevard via the pedestrian bridge that we kind of keep showing in slides, and that's in the bottom right corner. It may look a little bit different. These are just initial renderings. We also plan to expand the Souls College of Business parking garage. Additional parking is needed. And we're going to build out the 4th floor of the Souls College of Business building, which will house student-facing administrative services like the One Stop. If you think that this may not be the best plan for the upcoming decades, you may be right, but this is a plan that gets us to the next step. And in the future, we can start to talk about newer buildings in space. And I know that as the Souls College of Business grows, we have to think about adaptive space on that 4th floor so that they could reclaim it in the future. In spring of 2026, we intend to also request a formal approval from UT System to build a new residence hall. We are out of space. This is shown in the map in orange at the top left part of your screen, up there near the Irwin Ballpark. This is going to be a campus destination, and I cannot wait to see students in it in the future. And in the beginning of fall 2026, we'll also initiate a 3-phase project to add roadways throughout the heart of campus to allow vehicular access from one side of campus to the other. And something you're going to say to me is, what does that mean for pedestrians and bikers and others? And this is so important that we address this, not just for safety, but just for the beautification of our campus. We do not want this to be a vehicular campus, but we do want it to be warm and inviting. And we also have to think about safety as we build new dorms, about ways roads can connect for safety reasons on campus. So the virtual wayfinding efforts mentioned earlier are just the first steps to a more significant initiative to elevate the wayfinding and signage on this campus. We're working on this. We've also engaged a wayfinding firm to help us really start from the bottom up and reimagine our campus wayfinding and signage. This takes time, but this is currently happening behind the scenes. And thanks to those of you who provided feedback during this process and have served on these committees, we need your input. This effort will serve drivers coming onto campus as well as pedestrians once they're parked, and we're looking at, again, ways just to make the interior of the campus easier to navigate. Please expect to hear more on this initiative as we move forward towards implementation in the spring. And I also want to tell you that we will be hosting more events like this just to make sure the entire campus is updated on the state of the university. It's so important that we keep each other informed. But let me move on to something new and exciting. Presidential Rose Scholars. We are always looking for ways to showcase and further develop our wonderful, impressive, smart students. And so we've developed the Presidential Rose Scholars as an avenue for students to serve as exemplary representatives of UT Tyler. And this year we are significantly expanding this program. I'm going to introduce 10 students that will represent UT Tyler at presidential, donor, community events, and they're going to be wonderful ambassadors for my office, but also for this great university. I'd like them to come onto the stage, and I'll introduce them one at a time. If you will, just please hold your applause to the end. Rachel Afaluke, chemical engineering major from Illinois. Jacob Brown, biology and pre-med major from my hometown of Overton, Texas. Maxwell Buer, music major from Forney. Caden Mitchum, accounting and finance major from Tyler. Elizabeth Nixon, nursing major from Van. Megan McGee, nursing major from Lindale. Victoria Okafor, nursing major from Saxe. Adadire Oelebaja, biology and pre-med major from Dallas. Emmanuel Ramirez, accounting major from Longview. And finally, Madison Tate, civil engineering major from Gilmer. Please give him a round of applause. Thank you all so much. You can be seated. We're really excited to invest in these students, and we're so excited to have them host events, represent us. on the stage and off the stage when we have guests and other major events that come. And one of several things that I think that they'll be busy doing is thinking about new buildings that are opening. The medical education building is going to partially open in late fall of this year. This is downtown in the Midtown District off of Beckham. The School of Medicine and other academic programs will occupy the building first, followed by the kind of a phased activation, because half of the building is the medical school and half of the building is clinical services. So we'll open the medical school first, and then we'll do a staged approach of the clinical services, which will include things like imaging, women's health, orthopedics, pulmonary disease, and surgery. And then we'll be announcing a big, huge grand opening in the spring. This is one of the most exciting things that has happened for UT Tyler, but also in our hospital region, and we cannot wait to open this building. I do want to thank all of the members of the School of Medicine team, including Dean Sue Cox, for all of the hard work in getting this building activated. In about a month, the full renovation of the School of Nursing is nearing completion, and it is going to open in September. I hope you'll join us at the grand opening, September the 26th. We plan to host the new Chancellor of UT System, Dr. John Zerwas, and Chairman Eltife, in addition to the President and CEO of Ardent Health, Marty Bonnick, at this event. The entire building is going to be about 100,000 square feet. And that is fitting for the third largest nursing school in the state with some of the highest NCLEX pass rates. I also want you to tour and think about the renovated parts of the Braithwaite, the older part of the building. It feels new and vibrant, but it also feels warm and incredibly familiar. And I hope that we can work together on other parts of our campus to have similar results. Everything we do is about students, and everything we do in healthcare is about patients. Our resources should be directed towards our strategic plan, but we know that we also have to take care of the people that are enacting our mission. And this is a goal of ours. I hope I can come back to you every year and tell you that we can offer a 2.5% or more raise for all eligible employees. And because of your commitment to UT Tyler and our fiscal stewardship, we were able to provide a 2.5% raise for this upcoming fiscal year for eligible employees. I know you're worth so much more, but we are going to do everything we can to take care of you as we take care of others. This year, we were only one of a very few schools that were able to do it, and we were only able to do it because you're committed to our mission, and we're directing resources to the right place. UT Tyler was created over 5 decades ago with a mission of enhancing the region's growth and resilience through education. You can see it in this picture when it was started. I think about those early educators and the obstacles that they had, the uncertainty, yet they remained steadfast in their commitment to the mission. And look at us now, we're just so much more than they ever imagined. We can look back to where we were, but we can also face with clarity, strength, and purpose. Our fundamental mission remains the same. Every student that walks through our doors deserves the best. Our best is never going to be defined by laws and regulations. It is defined by people like us being committed to helping our students succeed no matter what the odds. Being a patriot is defined as one that shows loyalty to their country. And perhaps in our case, we could add university. Patriotism doesn't mean blind support. True patriots speak up, they protect, they defend in order to improve or uphold an ideal, which we have. And so I have to ask you, what are your ideals, and do you believe in ours? Are you going to be someone that can swoop in and help these students when they need you? Are you going to have your talents up for yourselves, for each other, as we work on our mission? We have to protect, defend, we have to go to bat, run one more mile. See, that's hard for me to say, I don't do that. Sing one more song, I don't do that either. You have to teach one more class, grade one more paper, attend one more concert, move along one more contract, enroll one more person, answer the phone. But make no mistakes, we're the end of the line for these people. There's no one after us. We're it. And I don't know about you, but I am ready. This is going to be a great year. So let's get to work together. With that, we are adjourned. Let's have a great year.